Okay, so if you've ever plugged headphones into a Raspberry Pi and thought, wow, that sounds rough, you're not imagining things. The onboard audio jack is basically an afterthought. The fix? A tiny I2S DAC board that costs less than lunch. I've been digging through listings, comparing prices, sales numbers, and real user ratings, and I've pulled together the top 5 PCM5102A DAC decoder modules for Raspberry Pi. Some of these are shockingly cheap. Let's get into it. Starting off with the PCM5102 I2S player module, the multi-pack option that runs about $29.75. Now, don't let that price scare you, because this one's sold as a 1 to 10 piece bundle, so you're buying in volume. It's got a perfect 5-star rating with over 4,500 sold, which is honestly kind of remarkable for a niche audio board. The PCM5102A chip inside handles up to 32-bit, 384 kHz audio, and it's got a built-in charge pump so you don't need a negative rail. If you're building multiple projects, a multi-room audio setup, or you just burn through boards like I do, buying a batch up front saves you a ton of shipping headaches later. Now here's the one that made me do a double take. Same PCM5102 module, same pHAT format board, but this listing starts at $2.39. $2.39. That's a genuine hi-fi grade DAC for the price of a coffee refill. Nearly 4,500 units sold, sitting at a 4.9 star rating, so this isn't some fluke listing. You get clean line-out audio, dead simple I2S wiring to your Pi's GPIO header, and it works beautifully with Volumio, MUD, or just plain ALSA. If you want to test whether a DAC actually improves your setup before committing, this is the no-brainer entry point. Next up is the TENSTAR 3-pack, coming in around $58.67. TENSTAR's a name a lot of makers recognize, and that reputation shows up in the build quality, cleaner soldering, better component tolerances, and headers that actually line up without a fight. Rating sits at 4.8 stars with over 4,000 sold. What I like here is that you're getting 3 matched boards from the same batch, which genuinely matters if you're doing a multi-zone audio project and you want consistent output levels across all of them. It's the premium pick, and if your project needs reliability over rock-bottom cost, this is where I'd put my money. Coming in fourth, another PCM5102 module at $28.05, with a flawless 5-star rating and over 4,200 sold. This one's basically the sweet spot on the multi-pack side, slightly cheaper than the first option, same solid perfect rating. The board itself gives you that classic pHAT footprint that sits neatly on top of a Pi Zero, and the audio quality is genuinely night and day compared to the built-in jack. No more of that background hiss when the CPU spikes. If you've been putting off a proper Pi music streamer build, this is the part that finally makes it sound like real hi-fi gear. And rounding out the list, the PCM5102 audio board at $2.55. 5 full stars, nearly 3,800 sold, and it's still basically pocket change. 16 cents more than the cheapest one on this list, but with a perfect rating instead of 4.9, and honestly, for a difference that's small, I'd take the higher rating every single time. Same 32-bit DAC chip, same low noise output, same drop-in I2S compatibility with any Raspberry Pi model. Grab 2 or 3 of these, keep a spare in the parts drawer, and you'll never be stuck mid-project waiting on shipping again. Alright, that's the top 5. All the links are sitting down in the description, and prices on these things move around a lot, so check before you buy. If this saved you some time or some money, hit that like button, and subscribe if you want more maker gear breakdowns like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.